How can a nation become so great? You had so hardships, people were killed, and then you just become, Hangul miracle. I was really interested about that, so I tried to search about the reason, how it became, and how did you come this far. As I learned about Korean history, I know about the March movement as well. That just kept me thinking about how important the freedom of the nation is for Korean people, because that was same to my country as well. So I think that Korean history has lots of things to learn. Hi, my name is Rahil Ahmadova. I am from the Republic of Azerbaijan. I came here as a student and I have lived in Korea for about 11 years. Yeah, I finished my all studies in Korea and I'm working here now. Korea was really attractive to me. Actually, I got interested in Korea when I was younger, like when I was in my adolescent years. I got attracted with Korean dramas and movies and K-pop, Then I chose my majors, Korean language, Korean translation. Then I came to Korea, and Korean culture, Korean language, history, everything about Korea was attracting to me, and I just love this country and decided to stay here longer. I think country of Korea is very good country to be a good example to other countries, especially nearby countries. Like you get your freedom, just fighting for your freedom. That is very important. Having a fighting spirit in all of the people of your country. For example, as I learned about Korean history, I know about the March movement as well. That just kept me thinking about how important the freedom of the nation is for Korean people, because that was same to my country as well. We also had similar history. So I think that Korean history has lots of things to learn. The roots of Korean history is very interesting for me because it becomes from the legend. It starts from the legend, then it becomes everything is so true. How can a nation become so great? You had so hard history, yeah? You had so hardships, people were killed, and then you just become, Hangul miracle. I was really interested about that, so I tried to search about the reason, how it became, and how did you come this far. And that made me study about Korean history. I love museums. So I had on the weekend, I traveled to this museum, Korean Contemporary History Museum. They were like foreigners speaking contest. So I thought, oh, that is a good thing to apply for. And I applied for that notice, and I got to the speech contest and gave a speech, a 3-minute speech about Korean history. And I got the second place, and that was very interesting. Then I started working here as a history lecturer, yes, and it was very good. After that, it all started. I have been working in this museum as a lecturer since this year. It's almost 10 months. Yeah, I'm giving lectures. Actually, I love really Korean history, so I'm getting excited every time I explain about it. How to say, state freedom, you see it. It will appear here. It was very important for Korean people during that time to get their freedom back. Their are lots of foreigners who come from different countries. They come and visit the history museum without knowing the background of Korean history. But I start to give them the brief and easy information about Korean history, like overview about the Korean history. And I always try to make them understand why Korea's history is so great. Then after we finish talking about the Korean history, after we finish all, they feel like, oh, I didn't know that Korean history was so interesting. I would like to know more. Like they contact me personally. This is the first car in Korea that was made in 1955. There are some Korean, the first car, the first vehicle in Korea, they see it and they say, wow, how can they make the first car? And that was for them, it's very interesting because that time in other countries, they didn't even think about making cars. But Korea was in a war situation, but they made it. That was just awesome. They always talk me like that. Gaecheonjeol is the foundation of Korean people, Korean nation. And Gaecheonjeol in Korean means the opening of sky. The foundation of Korean nation, like there was God named Hanung. He sent muckwood and garlic to bear and tiger. They ate it. And he gave the condition to them: if you eat stay inside the cave for 100 days, you will become a human, because they thought that human is very sacred and everyone wanted to become human. So they tried it, but tiger couldn't stand it until the end, but bear stand it, and he became human, a woman, and got a child from Hanung. His name was Tangguk, and Tangguk established Korean country. That's the brief history of Tangguk, and I think that was just very interesting for me. It looked like a child's legend, but it's still very interesting for me. Korea's history is so long that they have this kind of legends. If the country's history is not that long, they couldn't have this kind of legend. So this is the one good explanation and evidence that Korea is very, very old history country. And I would explain just as I explained to you, and it is so interesting to know about it. We try to believe it. Yeah, we choose to believe it, and that makes a sense. Having this kind of legend is very good for a country. I didn't think about 10 or 20 years plan yet, but I still think that I will stay in Korea and discover about this beautiful country more.